Assalamu alaikum friends. I've been reading a lot of questions regarding quarantine in Australia, so I decided to make a video to tell you an overview of quarantine, and I'll try to answer all these questions I've been reading on Facebook. Today is my last day in quarantine and I'm gonna tell you how I survived during these 14 days. One of the most frequently asked questions is this quarantine mandatory? The answer is yes. There is no way that you can get away with this quarantine. You have to be quarantined for 14 days at different hotels. Secondly, the expenses will be totally covered by the government, but that is only for PR citizens and their immediate family members. For the students, we're still waiting on the ban to be lifted, and once it's lifted, they will be quarantined as well. Well, the government suggested that they have to be quarantined on their own expenses. Now I've been reading a topic that some universities are offering that their students will be quarantined on university expenses. So fingers crossed for the students, but for Australian citizens and PRs and their immediate family members, they can return anytime to Australia. Now, regarding the testing of coronavirus, there will be initial screening at the airport and they will just check the temperatures. And if you are showing some symptoms, they're going to check you straight away. Otherwise, they will transfer you to the hotel where the coronavirus testing will be available on the 3rd and the 11th day. So the first test will be conducted on the 3rd day and the second test will be conducted on the 11th day. There will be a nurse available 24/7 in the hotel, and every day they do welfare checks around 10 o'clock in the morning. I would suggest to bring some multivitamins and your tea and whatever it's on the internet to fight against these symptoms. The first test will be available on the day 3rd and the results come typically in 3 days. Once the test is negative, you'll carry on living where you're living. In case if it's positive, they will transfer you to another hotel and they make special arrangements for you. Now the food. You will be offered 3 meals per day. In the breakfast, it's a typical Western breakfast with some cornflakes. They give you a small pack of milk with some muesli bars. And lunch is often salad, which is just most of the times leafy greens and garden salad, and you will be served hot food for the dinner at around 5:30 to 6 p.m. The food is not too bad. I have lived most of my days with this food, but sometimes you get bored, so you can order Uber Eats. I was ordering Uber Eats every second or third day, but ordering 2 meals per day would be a lot expensive. You can't get any food from your family or friends, it's out of question. So the only option is Uber Eats. Another thing, there may or may not be a microwave oven. I didn't have any microwave oven to warm my food, so I had to eat at specific times when they were delivering. Sometimes it's hard to live on just leafy greens, especially if you haven't had a proper breakfast. So what I did, I used to order chicken container from any kebab shop from Uber Eats, and I used it for 2 days. In case you don't have microwave, just boil the water in the kettle and put in the bowl and put this is the food container, and put it here, and after 10 minutes it will be a little warm so you can eat. Now the laundry will be free again on government expenses, but there will be a limit. There will be a limit of 1 bag per week, and in that bag you can have up to 50 items. There will be a laundry form inside your room so you can fill in. Just put your dirty clothes in a bag, probably in a white bag, and place outside your room, and they will be washed and delivered to your room the next day. Now lastly, this is the most important topic, which is mental health, how to maintain your mental health while in quarantine. When they gave me the result of my COVID-19, they gave me these sleeping pills. So obviously a lot of people were suffering from anxiety, depression. That's why they were giving sleeping pills to everyone. The families who are coming back probably won't have this problem, but I'm basically talking about the people who will return by themselves. Mostly in the near future, when students will come, they will have to go through this. So I have made a few points to consider. Number one, talk to your friends, talk to your family, stay connected with them. Secondly, don't forget to pray. And it is a very good chance that if you regularly pray for 15 days, that will develop the habit. So that really helps. Read Quran, pray. This will work 100%. Secondly, you'll be having a lot of time to yourself, so there is a good chance to learn new system, go for online courses, or study the basic skills like Microsoft Excel and other Microsoft applications, especially for the students. This is gonna help a lot in the future. You can also watch movies. TV will be available. I'm a big fan of movies, but to be honest, in these 14 days I was only able to watch one movie due to this anxiety and depression I had a couple of times. Another thing about the room will be you won't be able to open the windows. It's really cold right here in Melbourne, but I would suggest don't put the heating system on. Just put it between 19 or 20 degrees. If it's too hot, that really adds to your anxiety. In no circumstances you can leave the room. However, you can organize a 10-minute walk per day. They'll take you up to the roof and will allow you to walk 10 minutes, and then they bring you back. The security will be with you. Lastly, once you are negative with your last corona test, the second one, they will organize a taxi for you to get home. So you won't have to pay for getting home, which is really exciting. I loved it. So yeah, I tried to cover all the points. If you still have any questions, I'm happy to help. Please contact me. Thanks for your attention. Jazakallah khair.